What's up, guys? It's your girl Meosha. I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. I'm glad you guys are liking the Dave Chappelle bits that I'm doing. This is going to be Dave Chappelle reaction video, Deep in the Heart of Texas, part 1. Due to copyright, I can't show the video, but I can definitely have the picture, and we're just going to be reacting to it and listen to it. There's 3 parts, I believe. So let's get into it. Here we go. Deep in the Heart of Texas.
Hey, have a seat. Everybody be comfortable and relax. Oh my gosh, good to be back in Austin, Texas. It's good to know that plaid is back in. Most of the dudes I meet around these parts are dressed like a dyke in New York, so I'm glad to see that. Man, Texas, this place is pretty good. Damn good. You know, I was in Santa Fe the other night and threw a banana peel at me. Yeah, that didn't feel so good. Of course, it was a white person. Not to indict the whites, I'm just saying. Not to profile. And then not only did he throw a banana peel at me, but it was premeditated. You could tell. You could tell the peel was too brown, you know what I mean? It was like, you didn't eat that banana recently, mother. Waiting on me. And the whole crowd was white, so it just got instantly creepy, and everyone looked like they were looking at 12 Years a Slave or something. They were all just like.
That's funny.
Who does that? And then they arrested the guy, which was. I said, someone's gonna in the button in the holding cell. You know that, right? Can't just be throwing banana peels at Davechappelle. They're not gonna let you get away with this. And the press called me up like, do you have a statement? A statement? For a peel? No, I don't have anything to say. This guy was like famous for throwing a banana peel at me.
That's wild. Okay.
20 years from now, he's gonna be tucking his kids into bed and the kid gonna be like, Daddy, tell him about the day that you threw that banana peel at Santa Fe. Boy, I'll tell you what, that black coming.
Before he gets into it. It's true. Like, you can go viral nowadays for just the most bizarrest things. If you notice, like, you know, we live in such a culture now because it's such the culture and social media. I blame social media that everything can be, everything we see, everything we watch. It's instant. Like, it's instant. It's like on our fingertips. You get your phone. You're connected to your favorite celebrity, your favorite news, media, what's popping, what's not, what's hot, what's not. So it's like all these things, and then you're just like, you literally can go viral for the stupidest things. Not even things that are in using the mind or engaging of the brain or any type of higher level of thinking, of thought. It's all mindless, and it's just bizarre. Like a cat meowing. Don't get me wrong, I love cats, I love cat videos, but I'm like, yo, like, and then people who are super creative, you can't go viral for being too creative, or if you're super creative, it's like if it's not stupid or it's not, you know, silly. I think silly just anything, you know what I mean? Like that, it's just the world we live in today, and I mean, what can you do? You know, it's just living with it, understanding that that's what the world is nowadays. Let's get back to it.
Saw his name up on the marquee about a week before. I said, man, if I could just get close enough to meet him. Throw a banana on that, show him how. Banana gate. I didn't even like.
Banana gate.
I didn't even want to press charges. You know, this has happened to me before. No, sir, it's not a banana. I live in Ohio, right? So this is like a few winters ago. Oh, I didn't know you would ever clap for that. Well, all right. That's the first time that ever happened. Ohio! Anyway, I live amongst the whites. small town in Ohio. And it was wintertime, and it had snowed recently, so there were huge snowdrifts on the street. I was walking with my sister. Now, my sister was dressed in all Muslim garb, as were her children. And I was dressed as Dave Chappelle. And we were walking and just talking about something, and a car sped around the corner, and the window came down, and somebody threw a snowball and hit me right in my shoulder. I didn't know what was going on. Why was this happening? Because I'm black, because she's Muslim, because I'm Dave Chappelle. I couldn't tell. But again, I knew it was premeditated. Because who has a snowball in a warm car?
Right. That's hilarious.
But they didn't think it all the way through, lady, because he went around the corner and got stopped at the red light. He was caught in the traffic. So then I ran out into the street and I just tapped on his window. Hey, my man, can I just talk to you guys for a second? Come on out for a second. I just want to talk to you. There's 4 young white dudes in the car. They were like, just chill, bro. I said, relax. I just want to talk. Now, this is an old black trick. Really, I didn't want to talk. I was going to f them up. So, if you're ever caught in traffic and a black guy starts saying he just want to talk to you, don't open the door, nigga. And even if he's me, smiling at you. And they were like, chill, bro, just chill. And then the one guy in the back seat, I don't know what, he was just cockier than his friends. He was like, man, I'll get out the car. And I started yanking on his door. Let me help you. Let me just help you out. And I didn't notice his window was down. And he threw a snowball, hit me right in my chest. Pow. He said, fuck you, you. And then the light turned green and they sped off. And I smiled from ear to ear. I looked at my sister and she said, I got the plates. And I was happy because throwing a snowball at a motherfucker is a misdemeanor assault. But if you call him a you do it, that's a felony hate crime. And me and my sister start dancing, we gonna send this J.O. Now, I didn't notice it, but while I was yelling at him, a crowd of all white people had formed, because it was an all-white town. And I was like, uh-oh, I thought I was gonna get jumped. And one of them white guys stepped out and was like, I didn't like that at all. This is not what this town represents. I don't want this stuff in my vicinity. And another white guy was like, yeah, I didn't like it either. And then an old white guy stepped out of the crowd and said, young man, if you're going to fill out a police report, I would like to come with you and do the same. I said, you guys would do that for me? And the whole crowd said, hooray! I said, come on, y'all. I look like Malcolm X going to see Brother Johnson with a trail of white people.
Oh, hilarious.
Unreal. An hour later, we was all just sitting in the police station, and the police came in, they're like, well, Mr. Chappelle, 16 identical police reports. We ran the tags, 2 young men that had their mother's car. We have all 4 suspects in holding. Their mother is here. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. If you want to press charges, we'll move forward. Mr. Chappelle, are you okay? Huh? Sorry about that, officer. I'm a little flustered. I've never been in a position where I could decide the fate of white children before, but it's weighing heavy on me, sir.
That's hilarious.
And I really can't decide. And I saw a lady pacing back and forth in the hallway, and I said, is that? He goes, yes, that's their mother. Well, can I speak to her before I make a decision? And when the mom came in, she saw it was me. She busted out crying. Oh, God, oh, no, I don't want him to go to jail. I am so sorry. I didn't raise him to do this. We love your comedy. We love you at the house. I said, miss, please, just, all right, look, I don't necessarily want your son to go to jail either. But what he did was pretty up. So, is there something we can do short of jail just to let him know that he's wrong? She goes, oh, I don't know. What did you have in mind? Miss, I've never been in this position before. Oh, you know what we could do? I don't know if I'm asking too much, but maybe if you could just suck a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna finish. I just want you to do it enough so that I can tell him you did it. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding? I wouldn't do that to anybody's mother. Maybe my kid's mom, but that's it. Ebola was in Texas. Ebola made a visit.
I said, ow. That was a great closing. That was a great closing. Obviously, he was joking, but it was that thing of like teaching a kid a lesson and not telling him like this is not right. But I'm sure he gets it all the time. But it's just being able to, I'm sure he pressed charges or whatever. But it's one of those things. It's like it's great for comedy and a great way to set up, you know, throwing the banana peel to the snowball into, yeah. And now we're going into Ebola, but I think Dave Chappelle's just brilliant at setups and he's brilliant at storytelling and kind of taking you on a journey where you're like, oh my God, it's hilarious. And oh my God, yeah, you're like, snap. It is interesting. Like, and I learned, that's crazy. It's rising above it. It's just ignorance, obviously. There's people that are like that out there, but you just rise above it and it is what it is. They're gonna get there. You're gonna reap what you sow, basically. You know what I mean? It's like whatever you do in the dark or in the light, bad or evil to someone, intentionally or unintentionally, it's gonna come back.
Killed that man in Dallas. 5 days that man melted to death. What happened to the brother in Dallas? Where was the secret serum is what we all said. I remember in the beginning of Ebola, there were 2 American doctors that got sick in Africa. Mm-hmm. They flew them in a private jet straight to Atlanta to the CDC. I didn't even know CDC saw patients.
Right.
There it was said they administered what the New York Times called a secret serum.
Secret serum.
I don't know what's in it. It's just like Colonel Sanders' recipe. But both of these survived. These doctors, thank God, are healthy. They are out there somewhere tonight at Whole Foods, touching vegetables, walking around. Everything's okay. Hey, Frank, how are you? Oh, you didn't hear? I had Ebola last week, but I'm doing all right now. I was bleeding out of my eyes and anus, so I got concerned, but I'm okay. What happened to the brother in Dallas? They just rubbed some Vicks on that nigga. Good luck, little buddies.
Yeah, which makes you think like, how did these guys survive, right? And it just shows you that the economic system and just how it's about levels, right? It's about is access and having accessibility to certain things. When you have a lot of money, when you have when you know people, you know what I mean? And when you have influence, you have certain type of, it's levels, right? There's levels to it. And so I think once you have access, it's easy to get the medicine. It's easy to get certain things. It's more available to you versus people who don't have the access or don't have the accessibility. So he's like, what happened to the black guy that died, but and it's a joke, but it's actually kind of interesting if you think about it. Like, the power, the leverage. It's like people in power have access. They have the tools, and they can, versus someone who doesn't have it. It doesn't really work out that way.
I knew he wasn't gonna make it. I already knew. Sad. I saw in the New York Times, they said Ebola is the new AIDS. Whew. Isn't that something? Here I am thinking that old AIDS was working just fine. And they already have a new AIDS out. Isn't that amazing how they do that? Isn't it weird how there's a disease that just starts in 1980 and it doesn't kill anybody but niggas, fags, and junkies? Isn't that a amazing coincidence that this disease hates everybody that old white people hate?
Right. Oh, man.
I think either God is white or the government hid their go balls. Only fun people get AIDS.
Oh, brilliant. That was brilliant. Well, guys, thank you guys for watching. That's part 1. We'll watch part 2 next week. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I have more video reactions coming to you on this channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell for all the new videos that are dropping. And it's not just reactions, but I have interviews. I have short films. I have a red carpet interviews, stuff like that. If you like films, I'm a filmmaker. This is my production company name. This is my logo. This is some of my work. And hope you stay tuned till next time. All right, guys. See you guys soon. Peace.